what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Smith. And they're able to get him on the ground.
nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To throw, it's Dampier. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field, and you saw that right there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down coming up.
Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Running to Green. Quarterback got it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got a man, it's Johnson. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. Looking left. Holds it in. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires complete on the crosser. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David.
A shot toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Caught behind the line, it's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
At the 31. Brings up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Grove. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Dances away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Finds a crease at the 20. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Gets away from one. He'll pull it down. The short hands, it's Cooper. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys.
Turning it on! And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Mustangs now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. The toss to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. After run, now throw. With the catch, it's Roberts. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor. What a play there, and he rips rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fierce the pressure. Finds a little space. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
35, SMU 14.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Jennings. Grab near the sticks, it's Cooper. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We reach the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Johnson. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
To the air, it's Jennings. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Johnson. there to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, with this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Roberts. And they'll knock him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Lots of running room. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute, ice this game.
trying to cap this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.